What's going on, guys? ¿Cómo están? BugaLuis here, and welcome to your, at this point, weekly Neymar update. This is honestly getting insane, and I just been waiting for a little more news to rack up, and we got plenty, so let's get started with this video. And one more thing before starting off this video, be sure to check out our friends at Golazo Jersey. The links are gonna be in the description down below. They got the newest Barcelona kit, so guess who can look the most epic, most valuable fan of them all. In this edition of the Barca report, there are 5 different points that I want to cover. The very first one is Neymar offering himself to other European elite clubs such as Manchester United, Juventus, Bayern Munich, and Real Madrid. I don't know how many people are going to take this. I think they will do actually badly, and I kind of also feel like that. I was a person that I was saying that Neymar was kind of changing in the way that he was reacting and behaving himself off the field and acting a little bit more mature, which at 27 he should be by like every single day 24/7, but he was not apparently. And I actually thought this was going to be the turning point, and it doesn't seem really like it. If he wants to go to Barcelona, you know, and he shows that appreciation, it's kind of actually disgusting that he then offered himself to other clubs around Europe. It actually tells you that he just wants to return to the elite and he doesn't really care where he's going. If this news is actually true, well, I believe that, I don't know, my view on Neymar is exactly not changing, because I know the relationship with PSG at this point is not very good and he certainly needs to go out at all costs. But still, it's a little bit kind of him just being a little bit too anxious to get a move elsewhere and not really thinking too much of the consequences that might bring. So after this instance, there were 2 evolutions to this saga from Barcelona's point of view. The very first one was that they offered to PSG Coutinho plus Rakitic plus 40 million euros, which was mainly what I kind of built in my video. So it's surprising, it's kind of annoying that actually in my video that took me like an entire day to make, Barcelona just got that offer rejected straight off from the get-go by PSG. And then Barcelona has evolved once again and made another bid, but this one more radical. They actually went from 40 million euros to offering 100 million euros plus 2 players which PSG could choose from a list that includes Coutinho, Dembélé, Rakitic, Semedo, and Malcolm. Allegedly, there's another player too, but they don't seem to know who it is. I cannot believe who that player might be. Maybe Umtiti. I think it's Umtiti. It has to be at this stage. But what I'm really here to do, guys, is to tell you what to believe and what not to believe in. I think that at this point, everything has to be considered fake until we actually get something confirmed, because everything is so not controversial but contradictory to each other. Like, we get Barcelona saying that Semedo and Dembélé are not up for sale, but then we get this news saying that they are included in a list of players that PSG could choose. Doesn't really make sense at all. So you should, at this point, guys, do not believe anything that you hear. Do not just jump to conclusions until everything is concrete. Just let it happen, let it sit there. I don't know, right now it's kind of like a hot coffee, and there's no way you can drink it like that because you're gonna burn. Just let it sit there, it will come cooler, and then you can actually start taking some sips out of it. We have to wait for this news to die out so we can exactly pinpoint what is real and what is not. So from Neymar, now we can finally move onwards into other players, and this first player that we are going to be mentioning in today's video is going to be Marc Cucurella. I think that if you were supposed to be him, it would be kind of mind-boggling really how Barcelona is shifting you from one place to another in just means to find funds. And it's not like Barcelona are getting the money straight up, because we're loaning him straight away to Getafe, which is a fine move by him. It's certainly an upgrade moving from Eibar, and at Getafe he might be getting more regular minutes than he would at Barcelona, so for him it's fine. But in the sense of Barcelona, I start thinking how chaotic, how depressing our transfer have actually been, because we're not making any single plans when it comes to the strategy that we have. It seems like once again we're following different sporting projects and not really sticking to one. Because if we wanted to get football, like I mentioned in another video in the past few days, I said that perhaps Cucurella could be included in that deal, and well, Barcelona are not even making up the funds for that, and they're not even including him in a deal for Junior Firpo. So it's just like another player that's been like left gone. And if you really wanted a left back, I don't know why you're looking at Cucurella. Really, like there are not too many left backs out there that can fit that mold, and you don't have enough money to buy them. You made a loan to be able to get Griezmann. Why not just stick with what you have? Put a little bit of faith in what you're producing and let that be. I don't understand why we're going from different places just to appease what? What's the goal here? The goal for Barcelona, what is to win the Champions League? Who cares, man? Who cares about the Champions League? That's a short-term goal. I want to see Barcelona continuing to be the best European team. And by doing these weird transfers, by wasting players, that's not the way to do so, Barcelona. That's not the way to do it, Bartomeu. Another player I think you could add to that list could be Rafinha. Rafinha is a player which of course is way older than Marc Cucurella. It's like 4 or 5 years older, 26 now he is, right? So he's kind of like of the same mold, but he has always had some sort of injury problems that never allow him to shine and cement his place at Barcelona, which is very, very unfortunate. I think that for now it's intelligent for him to be let go to another club, for him to have the opportunity to have that spotlight in somewhere where he's going to be appreciated, because at this stage at Barcelona I think he's not going to get many opportunities. I don't think he has any more, to be honest. So going to Valencia could be the case. Apparently he's waiting for Barcelona to lower the price that they're asking for him, because Valencia doesn't want to get him for 50 million euros. In my opinion, 50 million euros is actually okay. I don't think that's too bad of a value. I think that's what he's worth. I would go minimum around 12 million euros, and that for honestly Valencia would be a bargain. To get a player of this natural quality for that amount of money would be good. We just have to wait and see how the injury develops, but hopefully I can wish the best certainly to Rafinha, because he was professional whenever he was here hanging around Barcelona, and he has always show up to training. Everything is perfectly fine, but it's just unfortunate that because of injuries and lack of opportunities, he also didn't have this chance to cement his place as a Barcelona starter. And well, the final news that I want to talk about is very quick, is that Barcelona B, or well, Barcelona as the whole entity of the club, is very close to signing a playmaker from Santos, very young Brazilian. Does it sound familiar? No, it's not Neymar. I'm talking about Tailson Pinto Gonçalves. Yes, a player I haven't heard of before. I am certainly gonna be looking a little bit more into him, but right now it seems that Barcelona are just looking for him because it's going to be a bargain no matter what. If the Barca scouts think that he's going to be a good player, well, so be it, because he's actually running out his contract at the Brazilian outfit, so he's gonna be arriving as a free agent, and free is always good, guys, so why not take it? At this stage, guys, yes, I know the news are not as exciting, and I'm actually having a little bit of trouble trying to be motivated to make kind of more videos like this ones, because there's not too much motivating to talk about, if you know what I mean. So I've been trying to diversify in different contents, and right now I have different type of topics that I would like to do. I would like to do kind of versus series and stuff like that, where I get the two players and we compare them in depth to see which one could be better. I mean kind of Umtiti versus Lenglet, or Arthur versus De Jong, maybe even Suarez versus Griezmann. Players like that that are in the similar position, and we kind of break the stats down, like I said, to see which one of the two is better. There are other things that I want to try to do as well, kind of like player guides, going in depth of only one player and many other transfer targets out there, maybe, perhaps. I'm not really sure. It's just everything right now in my head, so I really want to nail down a good topic that you guys are going to enjoy. I think that versus series could really be it. I already tried something before like that between Neymar and Griezmann, and it went pretty well, so I think that I might bring those kind of formats back. For the time being, guys, hopefully you have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Ciao.